What up? It's the Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright, man, before I kick this off, I want to thank the new subscribers, man. I appreciate it. Still trying to find my way out here, man. I appreciate the likes, the looks, all that. So, shout out to y'all. Alright, man, so this video gonna be about Bill Belichick. This video was kind of inspired by Too Raw for TV, but I had an idea about making a video about Bill Belichick because this is like one of the biggest fall from grace type stories. And it's just, like Too Raw was saying that he was wrong about Bill Belichick. And, I get it. Bill Belichick was, before he went to UNC, was a highly respected coach, was thought about in serious type terms. Now with all this stuff going on at UNC, now he's kind of like a punchline. But Bill Belichick was on this road for a while. Even before he went to UNC. Matter of fact, it was during the time he was at the Patriots. Now, when the Patriots dynasty first started, a lot of people don't remember, before Brady came in, Bill Belichick was floundering. And they had what's my man name? The quarterback, Drew Bledsoe. My bad. Drew Bledsoe was like a legend in New England. Like, this was like pre-Bill Belichick, because Belichick inherited the team from Bill Parcells. So I don't know if they had like a losing record, or if it was like right at 500. Regardless of the fact, Bill Belichick wasn't on the road to he wasn't on the road to 5 championships. So Tom Brady comes in, and I have to admit, when it first kicked off, I was kind of like, they just put this dude in. Like, it's, he don't look like too much. But over the period of that year, Tom Brady established himself. The team responded to him, and they end up upsetting the Rams, which like threw me for a loop. Because I was really going for the Rams. I thought the Rams were gonna take over, man. But anyway, they beat the Rams in a close game, physical. They were knocking wide receivers from St. Louis out the box. And that's what Bill Belichick, where his expertise was. He was a defensive guru. Everybody acknowledged that. He was a defensive guru. He was a guy arguing with Bill Parcells about schemes and all that. Went to Cleveland. Anyway, I'm getting off. So they win the Super Bowl. They come back the next year, they don't win the Super Bowl. They I think take a couple of years, and then they win another, and then they win another, But during the course of that, the winning the championship, Tom Brady proved to be the force behind the dynasties, because in any relationship, you can't have one side more dominant than the other. They have to be equal, and it has to be like a give and take. The take was from Tom Brady accepting the coaching that Bill Belichick was putting down, because Bill Belichick felt he had to humble Tom Brady in front of the team, so he would ream him out. And it's not like it is now where you can't say anything against a star player. And Tom Brady accepted it. Tom Brady was the yin to Bill Belichick's yang on that team. But I believe by the time they got to the last championship they won, because it was proven Bill Belichick was not the football mind that we all thought he was, because the drafting wasn't worth nothing. They didn't draft the Pro Bowler. I think that the team that he won with that was Bill Parcells' team. That team was the one that won like the three of the 5 championships, I think, because Willie McGinnis was on that team. Brewski, Ty Law was there for 2 of them, I believe. But over the course of the time, those players that Parcells brought in, they went away, and Belichick, it was left up to Belichick to restock the shelf, so to speak. And he didn't do a good job. So it was all Tom Brady, those last couple of championships, that Super Bowl against Philly, Super Bowl against, it was against Seattle. That Super Bowl against Seattle, that was all Tom Brady. Super Bowl against Atlanta, that was all Tom Brady. So after Tom Brady left, because they were trying to get Bill Belichick was trying to shove Tom Brady out the door even before the last 2. He was on the Jimmy G bus ride. He was on the Jimmy G bus ride. He was preferring Jimmy G over Tom Brady. And I think it was a case of kind of like with the Bulls championship. He wanted more credit than he was getting for winning the Super Bowls that they won. And that's, I think, where it started from. And Tom Brady was like, all right, I'm a Bear. Went to Tampa Bay, won him a championship. And so that proved that Tom Brady was the driving force behind those championships. Now, Bill Belichick, his mind, his experience in defense and all that, it was valuable. I'm not discounting Bill Belichick, but Bill Belichick should have been more, thankful is a strong word, because he should have been more appreciative of what Tom Brady brought to the table for him and the team. But now he's a punchline. Like the whole situation with his girlfriend, I ain't gonna speak on that, man. Men been weak for women for a long time. And when you Bill Belichick's age, you start doing like crazy stuff like that if you in like a crisis mode, which I think that's what's up with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, his identity was the Patriots for so long that now he's trying to find himself, and I don't see, I don't think the league wants him, because the way he runs a team, the story was out. Like he had everybody on eggshells, which is good in some sense, but you gotta have some give to you a little bit if you want to, break the monotony of rule following and all that, following rules, procedures, and all that. You need time. You need something to break the monotony, and it's kind of, Bill Belichick is an older guy. I think he's like 60 to 70 almost. So it's time for him to. It's okay for him to go sit down, but you know, how does he satisfy that urge to want to coach? You know, it'd be wild seeing Bill Belichick on what's that? A Pop Warner type team. I don't even know if they have Pop Warner still, but I think that's, you know, like that's the thing, going to kids, but he would have to change his mentality because it ain't the NFL no more. But that's pretty much it, man. Like, shame that a great coach like this got to go out like this. So, Grandpa out.